It all came down to a tiny, almost imperceptible digital mistake, a clue you could only measure in milliseconds. Alright, so you've got this super elaborate scheme. Fake identities, US facilitators, shell companies, the whole 9 yards. So, how did it all come crashing down? Well, it all came down to a tiny, almost imperceptible digital mistake, a clue you could only measure in milliseconds.
Okay, so think about this for a second. When you type, the signal hits your computer's processor almost instantly. We're talking just tens of milliseconds. But over at Amazon, their security software flagged a weird anomaly. For one system administrator, the time between a key being pressed and the signal actually registering was consistently over 110 milliseconds. It's a tiny, tiny difference, but it was a huge red flag.
And that tiny little delay, that 110 milliseconds, that was the smoking gun. It's a lag so small a human would never, ever notice it. But for the security software, it was a clear signal. It meant the keystrokes weren't local, they were traveling thousands of miles across an ocean from a remote operator. So once they had that digital breadcrumb, they just started pulling the thread. And it led investigators from Amazon's corporate network straight to a facilitator's house in Arizona. And what did they find inside? The laptop being remotely controlled by an operative in North Korea. One tiny lag unraveled the whole thing. You know, this quote from Amazon's chief security officer, it really says it all. It just goes to show you how sophisticated this threat really is. This wasn't some loud, obvious breach. It was a ghost in this system, and it's one you could only find if you knew exactly what you were looking for.